If you don't mind. Ready, Tyler? Okay, we're good to go. All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Appreciate you braving the weather, but I think we're going to be okay for a little while. We'll at least get our meeting in, but great to see everyone. So I'll go ahead and ask to call to order the April 27th, 2026 meeting with the Sangamon Mass Transit District to order, please. Stephanie, can I have a roll call?
Chairperson Brewer.
Here.
Trustee McCarthy. Here. Trustee Stratton.
Here.
Trustee Dabsco.
Here.
Trustee Hasera.
Here.
Trustee Douglas.
Here.
Trustee Doss.
Here. Okay, very good. Thank you very much. Let's move right into it as usual. We have approval of some meeting minutes. Those are from March 23rd to 26th. Those would have been in your board packets previously. So is there any comments, modifications, anything to discuss here? If there isn't, I'll look for a motion.
Make a motion, we approve the minutes of the regular meeting of March the 23rd, 2026.
Second.
Very good. We have a first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Good. We have approval on those. Thank you. We'll go ahead and jump into our director's communications reports. As usual, Steve, first up, any general comments today?
Yeah, just a few. I had a pretty lengthy managing director's report in the packet. Just a couple of things I want to point out. The transportation center hub construction is going well. The only thing we're waiting for on our side are elevators and security gate that goes across that main stair in the front of the mural. As far as I know, I think you should start seeing the steel structure going up for the parking on the other side here soon. When you drive past 9th Street, it's amazing how quickly that place is going up. So that'll all be happening over the next few months. And then June 1st, I think, or the first week of June anyway, is when they're planning to lift the 280,000 pound walkway into place over the rail. So they're completely closing the rail for that. So it'll be quite the thing to see. As we get more information on that, I'll let everybody know. I did want to update you on the workforce training that we did earlier in April. We had Memorial Behavioral Health here. They did 8 sessions with drivers, customer service reps, dispatchers, and road supervisors. So it was well received by everyone. And I think within a day, they were already using the crisis team that they presented to us at that meeting. They were already out on the street doing work, but we didn't have that connection with them yet. So that's a resource that we have available to us now. Charlie was at one of those. He attended one. So it was really helpful. They went through everything from suicide prevention and de-escalating people with mental health conditions to all kinds of how to spot certain things. And it was useful. We had some other drivers that came up afterward that weren't included that wanted to be. So we'll have some more training available for them here soon. So that went really well, and we're glad to finally have that done. And now we've got a good relationship with Memorial Behavioral. So the only other couple of things, just the statements of economic interest are due. If you've not already done that, I think those are due in May. And then our board meeting this next month is also early because of the Memorial Day holiday. So just putting down everybody's radar screen. That's all I've got.
Okay. Any follow-up for Steve? A lot of good things happening. Absolutely. So I think it was very, very instrumental being proactive in that training. That was really good. So appreciate everybody's efforts. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into finance and administration report. Michelle?
Yes, good evening. In the end of March, we submitted the DOPE application on time. It's due April 1st. We submitted on March 26th. We also completed in April the annual capital needs assessment, which is the protocol assessment that we follow that feeds into the group TAM plan. We're a tier 2 agency, so we're on a group TAM plan with the state of Illinois. We did bid out for a bus back replacement project. We only received 1 bid, so we've decided to rebid that in an attempt to produce more competition. Normally at the April and May board meetings, I present to you the TIP, which is the Transportation Improvement Program for 4 years. Because of the late adoption by SATS last year, it was adopted just in December. We're not doing another round of the TIP this year. So the TIP that's currently in place, which is fiscal years 26 through 29, will just stay in place. So we are waiting on concurrence for a handful of projects. So hopefully we'll get that soon. It's either, some of them are pre-bid, some are pre-award. Hopefully we'll get them all soon. So that's my update this evening.
Very good. Okay, questions for Michelle? Anything to discuss there? If not, we appreciate everybody on that team. Thank you very much. Last but not least, operations. Melissa.
We're doing pretty well. The ridership reports, I'd like to point out on the paratransit ridership report, if may have slid by everybody, but for the monthly average for this fiscal period, it's not 11,000. I didn't update my formula in that little box, so Steve pointed it out to me today, and I'm like, yeah, we're not that big yet. So that's a little off. It's a little lower. So you can look for the update next month. It'll be on track. Other than that, everything else is going well. Of course, Buddy is in the garage. I think that's what we're calling him, right? Buddy? He's in the garage. I got the email that said Buddy's appearances, and I'm like, who is Buddy? I didn't realize we'd named him. So that's funny. So anyway, I'm excited. It's really neat.
For Buddy Holly?
It's a good, yeah, could be. I don't know. I don't know the mastermind behind the name. It kind of goes with Holly in the, Holly and Buddy. We got our two.
Right.
So excited. It's pretty neat.
Rolling it back.
Our ADH service rule changes that we talked about and implemented a month or so ago, might be 2 months now. We're ironed out some of the issues we had with our phone system with county IT. So we're excited about that. Access is already seeing improvements in their on-time performance and those kinds of things, with the ability to make sure they have enough buses on the street and that kind of stuff. So our urban area is growing. We're seeing more and more folks, disabled passengers in the urbanized areas, more further out into Sherman and Chatham, and those areas are reaching out to us for service. So we are going to have to start being creative with how we schedule those rides, because they do take significantly longer to go. The further out you go, the longer it takes to get back. So you can pick up 4 or 5 people in the same general area and get them where they need to go a lot easier than going further out. It takes more time to do those trips. So we're going to have to start getting creative with how we schedule those so that it doesn't impact anybody else and gets them to where they need to go. So always challenging, a lot of challenges with growth, but we're going to get it done. We're excited.
What do you chalk up to the increased demand?
I don't know. I mean, we didn't really see the ridership out there with the fixed routes that we had. But over time, I think word has spread. Word of mouth tends to do better than our advertising that we've done since we started the urbanized service years ago. I think, that's about the only thing I can say that would play a part in that. I think some of it that may be impacting too, that we see an increase in the paratransit ridership, is the cab companies that went out of business locally. A lot of social service agencies would fund their medical trips and things like that through vouchers with the cab companies. So I feel like we've gotten a lot of ridership from there too. So
Okay,
dynamics are always changing.
keep up the good work. Any follow-up from Melissa on any of those items? Any other questions? All done to the team. Thank
I
you.
needed to make one addition. I forgot to tell you that I included my the org chart in our packets. That's a duty that's underneath my duties in the bylaws. So there weren't major changes, but we do need to update it every once in a while. So we made some operational changes a while back. We also had Tim depart and fill the controller spot again. So, and then also the customer service, that whole area kind of changed with the transfer center opening up. And now Jolynn, who sits up front in the admin area that does the reception desk, she is also a customer service rep. So that's now a dual report situation where Michelle generally oversees that reception area, but Melissa oversees the operations department. So those were the changes that were made. That's just a general update. We hadn't updated it in 3 years. So now we are up to date.
Very good. Appreciate that. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into some reports. First item up is the February 26th financial statements and cash disbursements. Again, pretty straightforward. So unless there's nothing to mention or correct, I'll look for a motion.
I make a motion we approve the February 2026 financial statements and cash disbursements.
Second.
Okay, we have a first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? We have approval. Thanks very much. Board committee reports. Let's go ahead and Finance Committee, anything there?
No.
Okay, all right, thank you. Operations, anything from operations?
No, we did not.
Good. Administration Committee, anything there?
I was just going to mention, again, compliment the staff on having the mental health training that I attended. As Steve said, I thought it was really well done. I think it's important to recognize the challenges that the drivers have under the best of circumstances, but to equip them with necessary tools, who to call. I thought the session I went to, everybody was very engaged in what Memorial had to say, and I thought it really gave me a more complete understanding of what the drivers are up against, and making sure if there is somebody that has an episode or an issue on a bus, that they know who to call, they know how to handle that, all the while navigating traffic and all the other things they have to do. I just think it was a really worthwhile endeavor, and so, compliments to Steve and his staff for bringing that on. I assume that there'll be some follow-up and some other things. I think you mentioned some training coming up. So I thought it was really good. I'm glad I went.
Very good, great commentary, Charlie. No, I appreciate it. Okay, IT Steering Committee, anything from that committee this month?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, we met, and I don't remember when that was, but it was kind of the same things that we've talked about a lot, some server issues and some cyber security issues. But I thought it was a good meeting working with the county's IT staff.
Good,
They're excellent.
very good.
It's ever evolving.
That's IT, isn't it? All right, very good. We appreciate that feedback there. Let's go ahead and we'll move along to the Planning Commission. Jason's with us, and good to see you. I think they had two people to replace you last time, so wow. What are you doing over there?
Right. So just a couple of things that we've been working on for a while now that we're gonna just give some updates on things as we get them really close to completion. The first one is the Connect Active Transportation Plan. We got all that information back. We wanted to add some stuff to it. So we've been working with what the consultant has been giving us, and like I said, tweaking it, making it better and to what we want. And so we're at the process now where we've got the proposed bicycle network, transportation network, and facilities lists out to our planning partners like SMTD, Sangamon County, Springfield, et cetera, for their comment on it before we finalize that for what we hope to be, review and adoption later. The other plan that we're working on is the Complete Safety Action Plan for Safe Streets for All. And we are keeping along with that. It's supposed to be done at the end of May. It may be done a month or two, a little bit late, but that's kind of to be expected with some of these things. At this point, personally, I've been working with summarizing the surveys that we gave to operators and the staff here at SMTD on the issues that they see as far as safety on the streets and everything and stuff like that. So we've been doing a summary. We're going to add that as part of the plan itself and to inform that. So it was very interesting to see what everybody had to say. So
Okay.
that's what so that's what I've got.
Very good. So we're gonna have a lot of summer reading, is what you're telling us?
Yeah, I've attended some of the meetings that they've hosted for the safety side of things, and the discussions are really good, and there's a lot of interaction about driver patterns and driver habits and all kinds of things that everybody that drives in Sangamon County knows we deal with. But the give and take and the conversation's been really good.
Excellent, excellent. Any other comments or questions for Jason? Not, thanks as always, we appreciate it. And last item, we had the ADA Advisory Committee report. Didn't see David, but was there anything to pass along?
I don't think they have anything, so no report.
Okay, very good. All right, then, how about some new business? We got a couple items under new business that we need to take care of. First item there is our fiscal year 27 corporate operating and capital budget. Michelle,
Yes.
it's a big one.
Yeah, before you tonight is the fiscal year 27 budget ordinance. It's actually my first one. It's Melissa's first one. So we had quite a
First together.
First, yeah, we had quite a process learning. You know, Tim had done it for so long and had done it well, so I wasn't too heavily involved with it. You know, I gave him stuff for it, but so it was a neat experience to go through it. You always learn, you know, when you go through new tasks like that. And sometimes it's kind of the best way to learn when you know you have to do it. So it was a good process for us. A few things to note that are different for fiscal year 27. One thing in particular that's important to note is the split between state operating assistants. So, you know, historically, it's been 65%, 35% split for as long as I've been in transit. And it'll be 80% to 20% split in fiscal year 27. And that's due to some legislation changes. So that is a huge difference. I mean, that's revenue. It's a big difference, and 15% of increase in our revenue is coming in from the state. So the capital budget needs to be noted. It's very large because we are planning to purchase 19 buses in the next fiscal year. So I think the increase from the capital year budget last year to this year is over 400% increase. So it's a noticeable change. We are receiving a federal grant for that though, so we'll be reimbursed. We have buses coming from both Gillig and New Flyer, both diesel hybrids and CNGs. So it'll be exciting to have all those come on site in that time frame. We noticed some notable increases in wages. We're going to add additional 4 staff to fixed route operators. Makes Melissa very happy. We are going to see an increase. We budgeted for an increase in liability claims as well as computer maintenance. That primarily relates to Clever, which we've presented to the board in the winter sometime. Some of those changes with different things that we've added, like disruption management and different softwares and things and the like. But overall, we are planning to have 4.7% increase in operating expenses. So it's a little shocking when you see the total at 50 million, but again, that's because of the capital purchase of 19 buses. So the operating is at 28 million. So that is our planned budget for the year. And we will learn as we go. It's a good one. I think it would be a good one, but you know, that's how you learn.
Joined the team at the right time.
I know, baptism by fire.
There's a lot of exciting things that are part of that, so stay tuned, folks. But any commentary, any questions, anything
Well,
that jumped out at
how do you
anybody?
determine, how many buses do we have?
56
How
buses.
do you determine, like, so you need to replace 19? I just wonder how you determine that. I just wonder.
It's by years and miles. There's 2 different qualifications for them to be replaceable, and IDOT sets those for FTA.
FTA is
Yeah.
typically our mark on that.
Yeah.
So we are replacing the 2013s and 2014s. And I think it's a 7 and 12 split. I don't remember which one's which though.
I don't remember either.
I think we have 7, we got the 13s and 12 2014s. And so we were able to, 12 years is usually the mark that we hit to replace them. And so all those buses are beyond their useful life, so we can replace them. And so we're gearing up for that. We've applied for the competitive grant, so we've been awarded money for that.
It's pretty unusual for an agency our size to be what the industry considers state of good repair. When we get these new buses in, we will have reached that mark. So we will be state of good repair until our 2017s become due to be replaced. So it's a really good thing for us to be able to do. There's been a lot of state and federal funding available, and we've been able to take advantage of that. And it puts us in a really good spot for a while.
Okay, that's great.
We used to run, Spencer talks about how we used to run 30-year-old buses to keep up, just to keep them running because we couldn't replace them.
That was gonna be my comment. I mean, the mechanics back there and everybody just do a fantastic job.
That'll be like,
Too good a job, I think.
it'll be like the Maytag man.
Oh, gosh. All right, good discussions. Anything else here on this one? Hearing none, I'll look for a motion, please.
Make a motion to place the proposed fiscal year 2027 corporate budget on file for public inspection.
Second.
Okay, we have a first and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Forward with getting that filed. Thank you very much. It's important. The other item under new business was authorizing resolution to give Melissa more work. So Michelle, you want to?
Melissa Peterson, though.
Yeah.
So yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, yes,
Hey,
yes.
no,
I
you
know.
are not.
Should have known. I'm so used to
You want to
looking
be a
at
signer on these?
I am a signer.
You are a signer.
I'm giving you more work.
Yeah, that's okay. I can handle it.
So in the process of, preparing her for her new position and changing over from our Tim Winthy retirement, this is just a process to follow to add her as a signer in the Bank of Springfield account.
Pretty straightforward, so. Yep. Okay, I don't think there's any questions, but if there is, we'll entertain them. If not, we'll go ahead and we'll need a roll call motion on this.
I make a motion to pass a resolution to authorize and afford all access and permissions outlined in the custodial agreement entered on June 1st, 2015 between Bank of Springfield and Springfield Mass Transit District OPEB Trust.
I'll second.
We have a first and second. Stephanie?
Second.
Trustee McCarthy?
Sorry.
Are we doing roll call?
Yes, please.
Trustee McCarthy?
Yes.
Trustee Stratton?
Yes.
Trustee Dabsco?
Yes.
Trustee Hasera?
Yes.
Trustee Douglas?
Yes.
And Trustee Doss?
Yes. Okay, very good. More work coming your way. All right, then. All right, then. Well, we do have to go into a closed meeting, but first I'll ask if there's any public comments today from anybody in the audience or anybody out there, Tyler? No, nothing? Okay. Well, again, as always, appreciate everybody coming. You're more than welcome to stick around until we get back from our closed meeting. If not, thanks for your participation. We'll see you next month. But with that, I will go ahead and we will look to close the open meeting and open the closed meeting. So I will look for a motion from one of the trustees, please.
I make the motion to close this open meeting, open a closed meeting for the purpose of discussing 5 ILCS 122C12 settlement of claims.
Second. The motion to close this open meeting and open a closed meeting.
Okay, we have a first and second. Is there any further discussion regarding adjourning to a closed meeting? If not, a motion has been made to close this regular meeting and open the closed meeting. All those in favor signify by saying yes. All right, thank you, Tyler. All right, again, the April 27, 2026 meeting of the Sangamon Mass Transit District is now back and open. We have one additional business item to come before the Board of Trustees at this time. I will ask for one of the trustees to make a motion regarding that line item.
I make a motion following closed session discussions, payment and agreed amount be made to Essence Plan as final settlement of her claim from the January 28, 2025 SMTD bus accident.
Second.
Okay, we have first and second. Everybody in favor?
Aye.
Is there anybody opposed? Okay, very good. We have full approval to move forward with that. And at this time, I'll ask for any additional business or anything else to come before the Board of Trustees. None? Okay. Well, hearing none, I will look for a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
First and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed to this? Very good. The meeting is adjourned, and as always, we appreciate everybody's expertise, time, and patience. Expertise, right, Charlie?
Right.
It comes in handy. Wow. All right, guys, thanks very much for everything.
Anyone that wants to see
Buddy.
the Route 66 bus, go out these doors and left, or Tony will take it.
Tony?
Take it.